I want to introduce you to Stanford's experiential learning requirement. So have you guys heard about this yet? Raise your hand if do you know about this? Great, so you've had an overview. This is brand new, and you guys, the class of 2019, congratulations. You're the first class that we get to figure out how to make this work. Every law school in America now, to be accredited by the ABA, must have a graduation requirement of its students that they engage in some measure of experiential learning. When we do the math to make the way it works at Stanford, every student before graduating must take 8 credits of experiential education before they graduate. It is part of what we will sign off on to say you are ready to graduate. Now, what is experiential education and how do you meet this 8 credit requirement? There's 2 ways. We on the clinical faculty like to think of it as we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way. The easy way, so designated as pathway A, do one of the clinics. Do any one of the 11 clinics satisfies the experiential requirement? You're totally done. You check the box. You fill out the form. You're done. If, for some reason, you don't think the clinic is the right educational choice for you, which I hope to dissuade you, we hope to dissuade you of by the end of today, there is an alternative called Pathway B. How to comply and do Pathway B is explained in your student handbook. You have to design your own plan that says, here's how I'm going to get, without doing a clinic, 8 credits of experiential education. Various courses in the course catalog are designated as delivering EL credit. So you have to look at that list and see if you can come up with a Pathway B to get to 8 by the time you graduate. The plan, you can't just say, I'm going to do a random set of these. There is actually a review process that you have to submit this self-designed plan, and it has to be coherent, it has to be feasible, it can't just be, I don't know what I'm going to do, I'll just take a bunch of experiential learning. We, on the faculty, want to see that you are putting some professional development thought into this. Why do you want to do that externship? Why do you want to do some combination of things that will otherwise lead to 8 credits? And is it feasible? Are you not thinking this through correctly? Are you assuming, for example, that every experiential learning course offered this year is also going to be offered next year, and maybe we need to talk about whether that's feasible? And you need to show that you're going to complete 50% of these credits in your 2L year. When I say you have to show, as this is also explained in your student handbook, you will be asked to submit a form in your Rising 2L summer and your Rising 3L summer. This is what I mean. If you're planning to do a clinic, on that form you just check, planning to take a clinic. By the time you fill this out, if you are doing a clinic in your 2L year and you've already been accepted, you'll know that, and you just check it off. Or you're planning to do it in your 3L year, you check that off. And then you will do the same thing in your Rising 3L summer. This is the plan they've put in place to track. We want to make sure that we don't end up with 150 3Ls, all of whom think they're taking the same 2-credit experiential learning policy lab. Because then they're not going to work, and you're not going to be able to graduate. So this is the mechanism by which we're keeping track of it.